Breaking news here on Martyn Lucas Investor. A huge rally today for FFIE. Great news if you are buying the stock. Just be warned, there are no fundamental values behind the stock right now. This is great. The stock is moving. Many people said the stock would pop today. I don't know why. There's no reason behind it. I'd love someone to tell me the fundamental reasons why. I've reached out to the company for explanation, and there's been for interview, and there's been no response. They're not prepared to tell me why the stock has gone up, so I don't know why. I'd love to be able to report on it, as we do rank number 1 and 2 for the stock very often. I'd like to be able to share with you the reason why, other than people just say we're all buying it. There has to be a fundamental reason. But we are watching live Faraday Future rally very, very quickly today. That's a good opportunity to take some profit. Be very, very careful. It can drop like a stone. We saw it drop like a stone a couple of days ago. So if you are buying this today, you're buying it on a pump. Just be very, very careful if that's what you're doing. I wish everybody the best. I hope you all make money, but of course you can't all make money, because as the stock goes up, people are buying it on the way up. And then, of course, then when it turns, you can easily, very quickly lose your money. So I'm just trying to see if we've got any reason at all why the stock is up. So I'm making this live during a show. As I say, I've reached out to the company and they've not replied. Stock news. Let me just have a look, see if I've got anything at all showing up anywhere. And let's see, we're doing this live, so I'm searching live as I'm doing this. I'm going to also use my alpha spread as well for search for some news that way. Let's watch it. It's now up 115%. I was told that this would pump today, so I'm very pleased for those that are in it. We've got no new news. I'm looking, the latest news was a few weeks ago, so nothing there. Let's see. There's no news from the company. Nothing there either. Trying to find some information. We're keeping up. If anyone can share information with me via Discord, please do. That would be great. But at the moment, there is no news at all. We're going to keep our eye. Let's see if anything's coming up. FFIE is going crazy. Yes, it is at this moment. Let's check on the volume. There's no news coming out of the company at the moment. Now, a lot of people who are against me on this, because I'm just trying to provide the facts, they don't seem to understand that I'm not against anyone at all. I'm not in the stock. They keep saying, he's salty, he's going to lose his money, he's shorting stocks. I don't short stocks. I've never shorted stocks. I've never done options. I don't believe in it, never have, never will. It's not my thing, and it's not what I do, I'm afraid. So I'm not losing any money. I only own the S&P 500. Okay, here we go. FFIE news. Let's have a look. We're going to get a reverse split. Well, that's not good news. Let's have a quick look. Okay, well, this is the very opposite of what should be happening, which is a bit strange. I've just got some news then. Let's look at the volume. 204 volume, average volume. So the volume is up today, but what people don't understand is there's not enough short interest to short squeeze this. So it'll be pumped and dumped, in my opinion. Just looking at numbers and facts, and I reiterate, I'm not in the stock. Excuse me, I'm not in the stock. This is my portfolio. I only own the S&P. I will share with you on the screen. Look, if I scroll down here, VU, which is my ETF, the S&P, I am 99.98% in there, and I've got $100,000. $250 from $5,000, real money, real growth. I don't gamble, I don't short, I don't do options. But this is the news that's just come out. This should actually put the stock down. But what's happening today is in my opinion, from looking at the facts, not just, a sort of a following that excites people, the fact is people believe this is good news, getting a reverse split. Let's buy it and pump it. But of course, you're all buying it. You're all jumping over a cliff because in a minute it will drop and then everyone loses their money. Let me give you the news right now. So if you want to approve this message, tap the like button. If you don't like the message, that's fine. It doesn't bother me either way what you do. If you unsubscribe from me and don't see my news, it doesn't bother me. I'm just trying to give you the facts. If you don't want to hear the facts, it's up to you. Here is the news though. This has just come out. Faraday Future wants to do a reverse split. So what it looks like to me is those that believe that they can control the stock, and they can't. They can for a short while, right? Of course, on a very low float, it's very easy stock like this to move it when there's no value to it. People are buying it because they think they can save the company. It can go above $1 and then it won't need to reverse split. However, I don't see that happening. I see at any moment it will suddenly dump and drop. I don't think that there's any reason why this would continue. Now, of course, if you're buying it now and it keeps rising, you're making money. However, you're going to have to pay capital gains tax on a maximum gain because you've traded it on one day. So you're going to pay massive capital gains tax. And chances are you're already down on the stock, so you might be out of the money. So how do you pay your tax bill at the end of the year? Just bear that in mind. Okay, it's starting to fall now. But the news is shareholders will vote on FFIE reverse split at Faraday's annual meeting. It's proposed a reverse split of 1 for 40. They've done this many times. So it's getting worse and worse. This is not a good news story, but people think they can pump it before this happens. I don't know. The company also wants to increase its authorized shares. So they're going to provide more shares and split. It's the worst of all stories here. Faraday wants FFIE stock to be at least $5. $5 is great, but if you've got 100 shares, I'm just making up a number there, 100 shares, then you've got a $500 valuation of the whole business. So people are confused between the value, the business, the fundamentals, and the share price. If we can get the share price up, it's going to be great. If you've got one loaf of bread and that's your element of the business, and you slice it up into slices, so now you've got 25, you've still got one loaf of bread. If you then take that slice and slice that up into 25 to make it bigger, you've still got one loaf of bread. And, this is the problem. People are buying it now thinking it can run and run forever. Now, I wish everybody the best. If you are buying this today and you are making money, good luck. But just note that the news out today is bad. There's no good news here. And of course, everyone who's just bought it a couple of seconds ago is already now losing their money very quickly. There's nothing they can do about it. What are you going to do? You've just paid 55, 60 cents, whatever for the stock. And now it's now going down. It has no value at all. And the news that they're putting out is negative, really negative. So again, I reiterate, I don't care whether the stock goes up, down, left or right or sideways. My job is to report the news factually. I don't have shares in it. I don't short the stock. I've never shorted a stock. I don't care what it does. I've just proven to you, there is my real positions. As you can see, there is my real position, 99.97. If I go to my Roth IRA, 100%. You saw a couple of shares of Apple because I win them, but I've only bought the S&P. 100% look of my Roth. This is my only portfolio, 100,000, $200. This is real money, telling you the truth. If you don't want to believe me and you don't want to subscribe to me and you think it's all a joke, that's absolutely fine. It doesn't bother me in the slightest. But the fact of the matter is, it's going straight back down now, faster than it went up. So if you've just bought that at the top there, You've now lost money. You now own something that's about to reverse split and be worth even less. If I said to you, would you like to buy a can of Coke for $1? A brand new can of Coke, perfect, delivered from the factory, fresh, good, undamaged, perfect. And all over America, in all supermarkets, it was $1.20. You get a good deal, right? But imagine if I said to you, do you want to buy a can of Coke? But this one is 3 cents. Oh, brilliant, I'll buy it. Yeah, but it's got holes in the can, the fizz is all gone, it's dented and rusted, and it's smashed, it's broken, it doesn't do anything, it's rubbish. It's not going to provide you with any it's not going to quench your thirst. Would you buy it? Well, some people would say, yeah, I'm buying it because it's cheap. Well, maybe you would, but I certainly wouldn't. I'd prefer to buy a quality product and be able to sell it to somebody else with the knowledge that they're going to be able to buy off me a great business, that they too can make money. I can feel good about it, that I bought a great thing, sold it to somebody else for a profit. They're happy, everyone's happy, and everybody wins. Whereas if you're selling this now, you're selling it to somebody who just bought a pile of poo off you, and there's nothing they can do about it. All right. Now, of course, somebody will say, well, it's going to go up even more in a minute. I've got someone in the chat now going, I'm already 70% up with FFIE. That's great. Congratulations, Serrano. That is great. However, you've just made 70%. You haven't made 70% until you exit. And as we can see, it's going down faster now than it went up. But assuming that you sell now, which you probably won't because you think it's going to go to $1, apparently. I'm reading that in the chat. If you do sell now, you've got to pay 20% tax on it because it's the maximum capital gains. Now, from my experience and experience of day traders who buy stock with no value, you will think you're invincible and you'll do it again. And I bet £1 to a penny the next time you do it, you will lose. This time, you won't have the money to pay your tax bill at the end of the year for this transaction you have just executed. So the overall picture is you'll be out of the money and you'll be in debt. That's just my prediction of what is likely to happen if you stay in this or you continue down this path. You can become a millionaire just by owning the S&P 500 and investing and having passive income tax-free for the rest of your life. Anyway, we're watching it now. There's no point carrying on further, I don't think. I think we've already seen how it's dropped like a stone so far. Don't know how far it's going to go. But the purpose of this video wasn't to watch it throughout the day, was just to give you the insight, the facts, the numbers, what's going on, the numbers of shorts. There's not a short squeeze coming here. It popped. People trying to stop it from reverse splitting. And there is no way you can stop that. And then, of course, that's even more negative news. All right. Anyway, I'm going to come off that. Click above my head for all the links, down below in the description for more links. Over here, I will put the full Alpha Spread playlist where you can review all the stocks of value and principal. And down here, I'll put the FFIE playlist as well. Good luck. I hope you all make money, but of course, you can't all make money. For you to make money, somebody has to lose. So you're selling something with no value to somebody else. That doesn't make me feel good. I don't like doing that. Just know, even though you won't believe me, and it makes no difference whether you do or you don't, I've proved to you over and over again, I do not short stocks. I've never shorted stocks. I don't even know how to. I've never done options, ever. I'm sure I could work it out, but I choose not to. And I only own the S&P. It doesn't bother me whether you buy it, whether you don't, whether you win, whether you lose. I'm just trying to protect people from making bad financial decisions. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other.